14 years old. She is set to release her debut EP in January. Her single is already out. Cloe Wilder is joining me with more. Hello, look at all this pink. I love it.
No, this is my mother's doing. Our whole kitchen is all pink.
I love it. So
I do too.
Tell me about the single. It's True is out now. This is kind of your first big deal. Tell me about it.
Yeah, for sure. I've never had like a project to be working on before, so releasing a single from an EP is like totally different because I have so much more to talk about than just this song. So yeah, it's been really exciting. I feel like I'm like giving people more good news every day. It's been really fun.
Okay, so 14 years old, it's described as indie pop music, but you write your own lyrics, you write your music.
Yeah.
Tell me, where does your inspiration come from? Some people would say a 14-year-old might not have the experience of an adult to write music.
You know, I would say that too. I'm a very emotional 14-year-old, and I feel like that helps because little things that happen to me are very big in my head. So really a lot of the songs are about my life. Almost all of them are. I like telling stories, but it's easier for me to just write about something that's actually happened to me. And I mean, not that a lot has happened, but you know, a good amount of stuff. So I definitely just take from what's happened to me.
Yeah, tell me about It's True. Where did that come from?
So I travel between California and Florida a lot. I'm from Florida, but we also have a house in California for the music. My whole team lives out there and I love it there. And I was having a hard time at first going back between the two. And it was almost like two separate lives I was living because I'd come back here and I was going to regular school at the time. So I'd come back here and go to 8th grade and then go in California and like record music and shoot music videos, and I'd be around adults the whole time, and I honestly enjoyed myself so much more. And it really frustrated me because I love Florida, but I like hated coming back here. It was like what I loved was making me hate like everything else I had. So yeah, that's really where that one came from because I was so frustrated. And a lot of people love to tell me how they feel about my life, especially adults. And I feel like adults do that to kids. And I was getting told a lot that like, oh, I'm going to miss like the golden years. I'm going to miss like the teenage experience because I'm not going to high school. And, you know, now with COVID and everything, nobody's going to high school. So it doesn't matter at this point. But then I was getting so angry because I was like, I can't believe that all these people are telling me how they feel I should be living. So I was definitely getting a little angsty and a little frustrated.
A little angsty. Well, I mean, most teenagers get a little angsty, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Tell me about how your writing process. I mean, you're talking about an experience that you had that you kind of write about, but I'm always interested to talk to songwriters about the process because everybody's process is different.
For sure. So I wrote most of this project, I wrote all of this project with Sam Nicolosi and most of it with Ezzy. So those were like my two main collaborators. And I'm very close with them and we're all really comfortable. And so normally we just like sit down before we wrote the whole EP in my bedroom, which I like feel the need to say because it's kind of being described as bedroom pop. And so I think it's cool that we actually wrote it in my bedroom. But so we would just kind of sit down and it's like a very comfortable space, kind of just feels like friends and family. And we just talk about what's going on and what I'm feeling and kind of relate to each other on certain things. And then we figure out what we want to say. And then I like to do mic passes where everybody in the room gets up on the mic and like mumbles melodies and lyrics. And then after that, we go through those melodies and lyrics and see what we like and then kind of pick it apart from there.
Isn't that very methodical? I appreciate the structure of it.
It is. I can't do it any other way. It's literally like how my brain is programmed now.
Right. Okay. So speaking of COVID, so one, school is weird right now for everybody, not just, you know, artists who normally would do kind of a homeschool situation. So I'm wondering what your friends kind of from Florida, what they're saying about this kind of music career that you've launched on.
Yeah, well, at first, not everybody in my life was like so supportive, and it was kind of surprising because I don't know, I felt like people would be so supportive of me and so excited for me, but a lot of people were like, why are you doing that? You're 13. I was like 12 at the time. So everybody thought it was really weird. I didn't get a lot of support from my whole family or, you know, all my friends. But then, like, as time went on, I stuck with those few friends who did support me. So, you know, I have some very close friends here who are very supportive and, you know, who share my music and who know I'm talented and that this is like what I want my life to be, and they respect that. So yeah, I definitely have a good amount of people in my life who respect what I'm doing with my life. I'm like, that's what matters. We don't all have to be doing the same thing. You don't have to like it. You just have to respect it. And
Right.
not a lot of people did that. So yeah, I definitely have those people.
Isn't that a good lesson for even adults? You don't have to like it, but you do have to respect it.
Exactly.
Okay, and then the last thing I want to ask you is, when in your life did you realize that you had a voice? When did you realize you could sing?
Oh, I've
What
been
age?
singing like my whole life. I think I started singing like not really well, but I started taking lessons when I was like 4. But I've been singing since I could talk, and I started talking when I was 2. So I definitely like it. I've always been obsessed with singing, and I got obsessed with writing when I was 12, and I went to my first writing camp, and that's when like that all fell into place. But yeah, basically my whole life. But when I realized I like was actually kind of good at it was probably when I was 11, when I was like contacted by my first producer. That was really exciting.
Isn't it interesting how it all develops? All right, well, Chloe, good luck. Congratulations on the single release. The single is It's True. It is out now. And we can catch you on all your social media platforms and your website and all that good stuff, right?
Yes, I'm Cloe Wilder everywhere.
All right. Thank you, Chloe.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.